How we doing today? This is the second installment of the oil-air vapor separation Capstone project. We're going to walk you through the project, that way you can see all the different components and how they're working, so you understand better how we're taking our measurements and quantifying our data. This first pressure gauge here is setting the pressure for the first regulator, which is going to be going off to our flow sensor. Then we move on here to the power supply, which will be set at 10 volts to power the flow sensor. And we've got our flow sensor here hooked up to our data acquisition system through this wiring harness. And then everything is, this is basically the brain of the whole project here. This is our data acquisition system. We've got an Innovate Motorsports DL32 DAC inside of our custom-made data acquisition box, which houses everything that we need. Right here we've got our Seikomichi can for testing. This is just mocked up so that way we can get a rough idea of what we need to supply the catch cans with to achieve our 7 CFM of flow. And then everything coming from the DAC is automatically stored right here on our laptop using Innovate's Logworks software. We're able to calibrate sensors in here. This is our flow sensor that we're looking at. It's a 0 to 5 volt input, and it's taking readings in standard liters per minute. It's easier for the DAC to understand that instead of CFM, but we can do an easy conversion in our graphs. Then we've got our pressure gauge here, which is just taking the pressure in the line before it gets to the catch can. This is just a 1 bar map sensor, and it's also 0 to 5 volts. Then we can go in here. If we set up a real-time log, we can actually log all of our sensor data in here, which allows us to review it and play it back in the future. And I'll open up a quick sample of a test that we did earlier. This is just a playback of a test that we had just previously done. So you can see the red bar here goes across, that's our time axis along the X. And then each one of these colored lines you see here corresponds to a different sensor. The top one in black is our flow sensor, and I believe the red one down here is our pressure. So now we'll hook it up and actually run this thing.